Okay, good day, people of God. Good morning, good day, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from and when you are watching me. Today, I want to share a little bit on prophetic secrets. Um, One of the questions that I've been asked multiple times over and over again, Prophet, how do you see? How do you see? We see and we recognize the prophetic gift upon you. How did you get to that level? Right. And I always told people there was a time whereby it was just a desire. Right. It was just a desire. It was just a desire. Um, yes, I was born a prophet and I started having dreams and encounters at a very young age. But those dreams were not at this level. The visions and then the prophetic was not at this level. I had to grow in the prophetic. And today I'm going to share with you a secret, a prophetic code that you can use. And I'm telling you, it works every time. And you will start creating a name for yourself around the prophetic community. Um, I'm going to be very careful. I've seen that sometimes once you simplify the prophetic or you simplify something too much, people then begin to think it is easy. It's very simple. This thing is not difficult at all. I remember one day when Prophet Emmanuel Makandwa was teaching people on the prophetic. He said these words. At that time, I did not understand what he was saying up until I started doing prophetic mentorship courses and classes and writing prophetic books. I remember there was a certain class I had and I was teaching some guys on the prophetic, and I simplified a certain code, right, for them. And this guy said, this thing is simple. I thought it was very hard. It's like, yo, this guy doesn't know. The reason why it appears to be so simple is because I'm a good teacher. I'm able to simplify and to present it to you in a way that it appears to be simple, but it's actually not. And the simplified version is not the complete version, that you must understand. So people then lack or lose the respect they are supposed to have for the prophetic when we oversimplify things for them. They don't fully get it how great and how big and how wonderful ministry the prophetic is. Okay, without any waste of time, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, and on Instagram. Okay, today I'm gonna share with you I'm gonna make references to what you guys call it intuition. Have you ever had, some people call it a gut feeling? Have you ever had a feeling concerning something or someone? You just met the person, but all of a sudden you have this vibe, a strong feeling that this is not a good person. This is not a good person, right? That's part of the prophetic. You are meeting a person, all of a sudden there's something telling you this person did not come with good intentions. And as time goes on, it is revealed and you realize that no, man, what this person said was true, or what I thought concerning this person was true. This person did not have good intentions, right? This person did not have good intentions. So that is the basics of the prophetic. There are times whereby I prophesy to somebody based on that, but it is I would say it is a graduated version of that, where it is a strong feeling within me concerning somebody. The same way you felt it multiple times. Someone telling you, let's go somewhere, and something told you, no, don't go there. Something bad is about to happen. It's going to happen if you go there. You had this feeling in you that, hey, don't go there. Now imagine that feeling you have when you look at somebody and you have this feeling that they're crying for a baby, and it's so pressed so much in your spirit. Pressed so much in your spirit. The same way you feel when people approach you and there's this, you call it a gut feeling. You call it a gut feeling. You have this feeling that something is not right here. This person's intentions are not good. Many a times, that's how I prophesy to people. That's not the only way. There are different codes in the prophetic, right? You can go visit my website, www.𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐼𝐶𝐵.com, and go to the store and get books. I've got books on how to see names and numbers, the prophetic ministry, the prophetic blind spot. There's a lot there. So just go and get a book that you see you see best for you, right? And start learning and increasing, because not everything I'm going to cover in this teaching. Okay, so as I said, that's the feeling, like intuition. Some call it gut feeling. You have this feeling, very deep feeling. You look at that person and you have this feeling that they've been praying for a child, that is no child. Disappointments when it comes to that area. You try to ignore it, and it keeps on pressing. It keeps on pressing. It keeps on pressing. Keeps on pressing. Keeps on pressing. In most cases, that's God trying to speak to you. That's the prophetic at work. Right. But the problem you have with so many people who want to venture into the prophetic is fear. The secret of becoming a good prophet or a successful prophet, or establishing yourself as a prophet, is overcoming fear. Victory over fear. Because there are so many people whom God speaks to and they are doubting the voice of God in their life. They are doubting the prophetic in their life. So they stay with messages within them, and nobody knows that they even have the gift of the prophetic, of prophecy in them. Right? Nobody knows that they can hear from God, because they have not expressed that gift. They have not spoken to people. Fear kills one's prophetic ministry. Right? If God has called you to be a great prophet, to a prophet to nations, how will nations know that you're a prophet if you don't prophesy? You see, you end up not living to your full potential and not fulfilling your assignment because of fear. What if they say no? That's what you ask yourself. Why don't you ask yourself, what if they say yes? Right? What will happen if you speak and they say it's true? What will happen if you speak and they say, yes, man of God, what you're saying is true? So you see how your prophetic journey or your prophetic assignment is hindered. That's how you destroy your own assignment. Fear. So the first thing is overcoming fear. Right? Overcoming fear. And then after you've overcome fear, you focus on amplifying the voice that is already speaking to you. Right? That channel or that chord or that passage that God uses to communicate with you, you focus on amplifying it. The first step is overcoming fear, because you cannot have fear if there is no information you're receiving. So there's something you're receiving. There are times where you look at someone and there is something you receive concerning them. There's information that pops in your spirit concerning them, and the fear is, what if I am wrong? You cannot have fear to prophesy if there is no messages coming. The fear comes when there is information being dropped in your spirit and you are afraid, unsure. What if I speak and the person denies what I'm saying? So the first step is overcoming that, because you are already receiving or hearing God to a certain degree. It might not be there, it might be somewhere here. We'll deal with that next, but the first thing is overcoming the fear, right? Overcoming the fear, and then now investing or amplifying that channel, the voice that is speaking to you, amplifying the channel that God uses to communicate with you. Is it a vision? Is it a prompt in your spirit, like a deep feeling, intuition, gut feeling? Other people call it that. Is it a voice, or are you seeing things? And right now, focus on amplifying that. Which chord is God using to speak to you? Is it Psalms, chord of Samuel? Right. So today I want to speak about that feeling that you have. That feeling that you have. That keeps on, it's a pestering feeling. It doesn't go away. And it won't go away up until you address it. That's how the prophetic works. You will find prophets preaching and they'll say, hey, I want to preach, but there is this issue I need to deal with. It's disturbing me. God wants me to deal with this issue. Why? It's because as they're trying to focus on the message and they are ministering and they're speaking to the people, this thing keeps on, like, this feeling increases in their spirit, like it's weighing heavy on them. And they know that the only way to relieve themselves of this feeling that is now disturbing them is to address that issue. And they'll say, there's somebody here. God is not giving me rest concerning your issue. You've been crying for 3 years for a baby. You are married for 3 years and there is nothing, no child. And now your husband is speaking about leaving you for another woman. Come up front. And the moment they mention that, you will feel that there is weight lifted off your shoulders as a prophet. There will be weight that is lifted off your shoulders as a prophet, because you just mentioned that. And that's where most prophets start, right?